7 steps that I did to make sure I got rid of my post-pregnancy melasma for good. Or at least I keep it at bay. Because the thing I've realized is that if I don't stay consistent with this, then it does come back. I had melasma for both of my pregnancies. I had it for my daughter in 2019 and I had it again for my son in 2022. Not that it's harmful or anything. I mean, in general, I did not like the way it looked. And I know with pregnancy, some women do not experience melasma, and some women like myself, I do get melasma. Now, I get a lot, like maybe 4 or 5 shades darker when I'm pregnant. And what I noticed was that my body would go back to normal, my stomach color would take some time, which is normal to go back to a normal color. But what was left a few months later, my neck and my face. So I would get it around the edges here. I'm gonna pop in some videos of me like right after I had my son and what I look like now. I mean, it's been like 2 years for my son, but I have like a few months after I had my son when I've been using this routine. And then, yeah, it's back to normal now. But I noticed that for my face and my neck, I really had to make sure I was consistent with this routine. And what routine is that? Let's get right into it. So, number 1, in my melasma routine, I make sure to wear a vitamin C serum every single morning. Every single morning I wear a vitamin C serum. And that is non-negotiable. If I don't wear my vitamin C serum, then the day is just already starting off rocky, okay? And we don't like rocky. We like smooth, okay? We can do little bumps, but not rocky, okay? So vitamin C is definitely something you want to do. It doesn't have to be vitamin C if you don't like vitamin C. You can also do niacinamide. That's also a good one that you can do in the mornings as well. Whichever one, just find one that works for your skin and that is something that doesn't irritate your skin, and that's something that you can do on a daily basis, because an antioxidant in the morning is going to help protect your skin. So that was number 1 thing I did. And the vitamin C that I use is the one from my company, Face by Nature, that I created. It is the Glow Blossom Brightening Serum. It has 10% vitamin C. We use a derivative that is good for sensitive skin types. It also has other brightening ingredients like licorice root extract, daisy extract, and it's all encompassed in a bed of aloe vera juice. So it's very hydrating, it brightens, it helps to combat any sun damage that you may have and to help protect you from any that you may be exposed to. And it also helps to brighten up and lighten any dark areas because of the licorice root and the vitamin C serum. So if you're interested in trying this one out, I'll leave the link in the description below. Step 2, the number 2 thing that I did to help with my melasma was to make sure, it goes hand in hand with the vitamin C, I made sure to wear an SPF in the morning, a sunscreen. I made sure to wear a sunscreen every morning. I make sure to wear one every morning, especially when I had melasma, because when I tell you the difference between wearing a sunscreen and not, you will see that whatever treatments you're putting on your skin, if you're not wearing sunscreen, it's not going to fade. It's just going to keep it's not going to go anywhere. So I personally am from Texas, and the Texas heat, the South heat is no game. You already know Texas is hot. The sun is unforgiving. So I make sure to wear my sunscreen. You want to make sure you're wearing a sunscreen of at least 30 SPF, and I prefer a mineral sunscreen for my melasma because from what it says, it's a little less irritating to the skin. I personally have sensitive skin, and for my eyes, certain chemical sunscreens can burn my eyes. I have tried a lot that are good, but when it came to my melasma, I was strictly sticking to something that had a mineral sunscreen, or it could be a hybrid where it had a mineral and a chemical sunscreen. So I'm not against chemical sunscreen, but at that time for my melasma, I wanted to do mineral because it's better at reflecting the UV rays on my skin. So the one that I was using, and that I have been using consistently, there was two. I have the Sun Bum Clear 50. So this one has a SPF of 50. It's a hybrid sunscreen. It has zinc oxide, and it also has other chemical sunscreens in there. And this one was really good. It is a little on the greasier side, but for me, I loved how it rubbed into my skin. I would wear it on its own, or I would wear this under makeup. So this is an old bottle. Ooh. This is an old bottle, so this one's empty, but I have another one downstairs. And yeah, so I would recommend this one. This was one that I really enjoyed. Another one that I really liked is the another one that I wore a lot. I'll pop the picture on the screen right here. Is this one. This one was pretty good as well. It does rub in well, but you do see a slight white cast, just slight. I personally am okay with walking out with it. It didn't bother me. Like, it didn't look so horrible that I couldn't go outside. Like, I would still look fine. But I would also wear like a light powder or something. Like, I would wear it to work, and it was fine. So I really like these two. So I'll pop that one on the screen. And then the second one were the two that I was wearing. Don't leave your house without wearing your sunscreen, okay? So in general, I made sure to try to avoid the sun, but I know that can be hard because, I mean, I'm not gonna go outside. I'm gonna be outside. At least for me, I do enjoy running around, and you can't avoid just being out and not being exposed to the sun, which is why we try to wear these things to protect ourselves. We try to have a good skincare routine that is protected. So I would wear hats. And when I'm driving in the car, have my shades on. I would wear hats. If I'm going to be, out and about in the sun, I would make sure I was covered up, or at least not be out there for too long. Also, umbrellas were helpful. Like, if you have like a sun blocking umbrella that helps to block UV rays, that's really good. Because like for me, like my daughter had soccer or things like that. I'm like, mommy can't be standing in the sun for so long. So if I did have an umbrella, but I would definitely make sure I wore my sunscreen as well. And then you do have to reapply your sunscreen. Reapplying your sunscreen if you've been out in the sun is supposed to be reapplied every 2 hours. So you want to reapply. If you have been out in the sun for over 2 hours, then you got to reapply that sunscreen. Number 3, another thing I did when it came to getting rid of my melasma, my post-pregnancy melasma, during my nighttime routine, I included my niacinamide serum from Phase by Nature. I do have a niacinamide serum that we offer with Phase by Nature. There's also so many niacinamide serums. If you already have one, that's something that is really good with helping to brighten the skin. So I used a 10% niacinamide serum because I needed something that was going to really help. I do have acne prone skin, and plus the melasma, that really helped to get it down. So I would use that at night. Honestly, I was using the vitamin C and the niacinamide serum together in the morning, the days that I had a little more time, but I know sometimes you don't have time to be doing 2 serums in the morning. But for sure, I would use the niacinamide serum at night most days. So that is this one here. We have our Vita B 10% niacinamide serum, and this one is paired with aloe vera. It has the B3 and the B5. So it also has panthenol, it has the niacinamide, it has the aloe vera. N-acetylglucosamine is also included in our Vita B serum. That pairs really well with the niacinamide in here and helps to boost the effect of niacinamide. So I really do believe this was a really good product for my melasma with helping to brighten and even my skin tone. Along with my niacinamide, I also use a alpha arbutin product. So alpha arbutin is really good with brightening the skin, helps with acne scars. So alpha arbutin is actually related to hydroquinone. So hydroquinone and alpha arbutin are related, but alpha arbutin is not as aggressive as hydroquinone. Alpha arbutin at 2% is the max that you want to have your alpha arbutin at to not cause any irritation. And if you have an alpha arbutin serum or a toner that you want to use, I highly suggest that you use some alpha arbutin because that stuff really helps to really brighten the skin. And then you want to make sure it has hyaluronic acid in there as well. I do have an alpha arbutin toner that I have with Phase by Nature. It has 2% alpha arbutin and then there is hyaluronic acid. We also paired it with green tea. So this is it here. I know, what is the other brand? The Ordinary also has another serum that you could use if you want something more affordable, if you're looking for other options. But you can use this. We have green tea, we have hyaluronic acid, we have niacinamide that is included in here. So this does also have niacinamide at a lower percentage of the 10% niacinamide. So if you did just want to get this by itself, that's also good. But if you're fighting melasma, I would suggest a higher strength of niacinamide. But yes, this is something that really, like, I saw a huge difference when I used this. Now this can also be used in the morning if you'd like. You can use this before the vitamin C serum and then apply your vitamin C serum in the mornings because alpha arbutin is a good antioxidant as well and it's non-irritating. The good thing about alpha arbutin is that it does not get it doesn't cause irritation in the sun, so it's safe to use in sun as well. So if you're wanting something to use in the morning and in the evenings, you can do that as well. But if you just use it in the evenings, that's just as good. You'll still see really good results. So that's our Super Green Tea Hydra Bright Toner. I'll list some other products in the link below of other alpha arbutin products that I've seen that are pretty good. And yeah, it'll be in the link below. So the fifth thing I did to make sure I kept my melasma at bay was I made sure to exfoliate my skin at least 3 times per week. At most 3 times per week. So at least I would do 2 times per week. You know, it kind of gets busy. I do have kids. But I would at least do it 2 to 3 times a week to exfoliate. I think that was very important in my melasma routine because that helps to make sure that I'm lifting any of the dead skin cells that may be getting stuck. It helps to allow your products, the ingredients in your products to penetrate your skin more effectively. So I made sure to keep that up and you get a nice and smooth skin finish when you do keep exfoliating. I think exfoliating is something that a lot of people are missing in their skincare routine. For anybody's skincare routine, you need to make sure you have a consistent exfoliating routine. You will see great results with that because our skin, especially as we age and as we get older, the way our skin exfoliates itself naturally, it starts to slow down. So to help keep that up and to help the momentum going, we want to make sure that we are exfoliating our skin 2 to 3 times per week. I was using the mandelic acid, this one here. I'll pop it up on the screen. That one was really good and I would do that 2 to 3 times a week. I also was using the Pharrell one, the one that comes in like a green pump thing. I'll pop that here as well. So I kind of just alternated with those and it made a big difference. So make sure you are exfoliating your skin 2 to 3 times per week. Don't overdo it because I don't want you guys coming to me saying that you messed your skin up. Don't overdo it. Every 2 to 3, you can do every, let's see, I would say every 2 to 3 days. And then lastly, in my post-pregnancy melasma routine, how I kept my melasma at bay, I made sure to use a really good barrier cream. So with all that was happening with my skin, I think in general you should be using a barrier cream, but I was using a barrier cream. The one that I was using was the one by Naturium. It's their barrier cream. I don't know why I should have brought them up here, but I'll pop a picture right here. It was this one, and I really love that barrier cream. They don't call it a barrier cream. It's more like a thick, rich, I think it's called rich cream is what they call it, but it's good for your barrier. It has shea butter and other things, and it was non-clogging, but I really loved, my skin was eating it up. So I like having ingredients that have some type of natural oils in there. Really, if you can find a barrier cream that has linoleic and linolenic acid in there, those are fatty acids that are found in a lot of our natural oils. That is really good for, I think they call it like vitamin H. It's really good for helping to brighten the skin, helping your skin barrier, really helping to even out the skin and keep your barrier moist and happy. So that's something, that was one moisturizer that I would recommend. And then I really like the Kiehl's moisturizer as well. Do I have that? I actually have that one. The Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. I really like this one as well. That is one that I really enjoyed. I do like using this one more in the mornings. It's a little lighter than the Naturium one. So their rich cream. This one's empty. I like this so much that I've bought like their refill pack. So I reuse the containers. So yeah, which I really like about that. So that is the steps I took to make sure that I kept my melasma at bay. And even now I have to make sure, I for sure have to wear my sunscreens at night, because when I don't, I do see that it starts to come back. So it's something that I have to keep up, and it's something I'm willing to do. So if you have any questions or concerns about any of the products that I have talked about now or in this video, or if you have products that you would like to recommend to the community, list them down in the comments. Let me know. Did you have melasma during your pregnancy, or what was the cause of your melasma? Let me know in the comments, and I would love to chat with you. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please click the like button. Click the like button. Also subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And thank you for watching. Please share this video with someone, and that could be very helpful for them. Stay healthy, stay beautiful, and keep glowing. See y'all in the next one.